the dude basically, man, I met this dude at the convenience store.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I don't know how it came about or what happened. I think we were just buying a bunch of blunts, and I don't know. But he got to talking. We got to talking. He was like, "I'm a producer." We're like, "Oh shit, we're looking for someone to rap. We're looking for a studio."
Right.
Me and my homies at the time, we were just freestyling. Young Trills.
Right.
The name of my clique. We were just freestyling. So, long story short, this dude, we started getting to chop it up. He fucking takes me to meet his producer one day, right? His partner, and his Gentleman G.
Right.
And Gentleman G
Crazy.
lives in his townhome, and he's got his little studio set up.
Right.
We go in there, like 3 or 4 of us. This dude brings us in there. And G's, G's a small frame white guy. He's a skateboarder and shit. So at the time, he actually told me this years later on. He said, at the time, I got kind of shook. Lo and behold, he didn't even really know that dude, Buddha.
Oh, shit.
That dude, Buddha, was a good talker, bro. He was a good talker. And so what Buddha was trying to do was get me to pay him some money.
Right.
He would get most of the bread, and he would break off G a little bit.
Right.
He would have a side. He would have a side. Side hustle with a fixed rate for his production.
Right.
And so he would, let's say we paid him $800. I think we paid him like $800, something like that. Nah. He maybe gave G $200. He kept $600. He wasn't gonna do shit. He was gonna have G record and make the beats, and then he was just gonna slap his record label name on there. So long story short, bro, we have like 1 or 2 little studio sessions with Gentleman G. And one of them, when we finally get the first beat from this dude, Buddha, it's like boop, 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 like on a Yamaha fucking, it's on like some fucking shitty ass keyboard. And me, I'm still trying to be so fucking thankful that someone's giving us a chance.
Right.
I'm like, fuck it, I'll rap on it, bro, but do me a favor. Can you reformat it and do this and do that? He was like, no.
This is what you telling the Buddha dude.
I'm telling the dude Buddha, no. He's like, no, I can't. He's like, that's the way it is. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because I had to play all that live. I'm like, what do you mean? You played it all one track? This fool was like, yeah. And I said, bro, well, that's some whack-ass equipment. Like, I don't know how to play, but I know for sure there's a keyboard out there called a Triton where you can make loops and put them in banks. He's like, nigga, I can't afford no Triton. Bro, we got into a big-ass argument.
I just gave you $600.
So long story short, we chop it up with G because we're like, yo, what's up with your mans? Like, we kind of charged G up.
Right.
He's like, bro, I don't even know that dude. Damn. And we're like, what the fuck? What do you mean? So him and his man, Cody Curse, they're the producers at the time. They end up telling us, bro, we don't even know that dude. Like fuck him. Like, let's X him out.
Right.
Let's us do a deal.
Right.
And we'll take it from there. He's like, you see the studio? See what I'm working with? He's like, we'll come to a reasonable amount. So right off the bat.
Y'all tell him how he tried to like put his own price on it?
Yeah, we talked. That's how we were like, bro, this fool thinks, you know what I mean? He's trying to put the wool over both of our eyes.
Right.
Fuck this fool. You know what I mean? So basically, I call that fool out like, motherfucker, if I ever see you around here, you're going to get it, bro. Stay the fuck from around here. Type shit. So we had a bad issue with that dude forever. I don't even know where he is now. But so anyways, Gentleman G, Cody Curse, their little production team at the time was called Still Underground Productions.
Right.
And we were called Young Trills. So we put our heads together. We formed together. Everyone's after money. The acronym was called TEAM. And we stole the Tony Montana emblem from Scarface, the TM.
Hold on, man.
And
That's
we used
so
that.
fucking funny that you brought that up because I did my little bit of research, bro. And that's definitely something that I was going to bring up tonight, my nigga. And that's on everything. Hey, man, it's your boy, Skub Dose, with another episode. Yes, man, another goddamn episode of Off the Kush podcast, man, presented by Riding High. You know what it is, and if you don't, you know now, man. I got a special guest in the building. Talking about a legend, man.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying? I got another 361 legend in the motherfucking building, bro. If you don't know, man, it's my boy LoudMoufa, man. We in this bitch, man.
Yo, what it do? Trio.
So,
Gotti.
hey, man, before we really just dive off into this, man, let's just go over the basics real quick.
Yeah.
Real fast. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we gonna go off the cuff, man, and we gonna probably dive into a couple of different realms. But before, you know what I'm saying? Before we do, for the people that may not know but should, you know what I'm saying? Let them know where you're from.
And ain't no thing, you don't got to know who I am. You know, props to everybody else who does. I appreciate y'all sticking around for that long.
You dig?
But for y'all that don't know who I am, I'm Loud. I'm from the Gotti Gang 44.
Come on.
I'm from the south side of town.
Come on.
I'm from the Glen Arbor Park area, but I spend the majority of my high school years and Goonie years out there by Oso Park.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I started rapping in the early 2010s, and here I am, man.
Go to 2010s, man.
Yeah, 2000s, whatever you call them, 2008s.
The 2008s.
Yeah, around there. That's when we started. We started taking it seriously. Oh, my bad. Let me see here. I'm trying to share this.
It's on you. Here.
I'm trying to share this live real quick. My
So,
bad.
what was it like growing up in your era, your time, with your peoples on the south side? What was it like?
Shit, man, on the cool, when my people moved to the south side, there was still railroad tracks on Holly Road.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
More plaza was just being built. You know what I mean?
That's
So
crazy.
I'm from a blue collar family, bro.
Right.
My family is electricians. That's what my family does.
Yeah. Workers, nigga.
Third generation electricians,
Oh,
workers.
that's fire.
Yeah. That's what we do. So my old man was an electrician.
Come on.
Hard worker, boots on every goddamn day of his life, and he was able to move us out to the south side when the little boom was going on. We had a little 3-bedroom, 1-bath out there.
Come on.
And right there on Holly and Staples, right off Kane Street on Glen Arbor. So
You was really in the
it was cool, man. It was in the 90s. Everything was popping in the 90s. You already know. So it wasn't too many. It wasn't too many blocks from the Section 8, apartments. Treyway Lane was right there. So Treyway Terrace and Gulfway is right there.
Right.
And back in the 90s, they were beefing and they were popping off right there. It was hot. It was hot right there. Yeah, and there was a lot of blood activity on the south side in the 90s. The Bloods were represented heavily
On the south.
On the south, yeah. CCB was a big representation around the time that the north side had Northside Bomb Squad.
Now,
Black Widows on the east side.
now,
You know what I mean?
Not to cut you, but was there a distinction in Corpus between tagging crews and gangs, or were the tagging crews also gangs?
I would have to say the gangs were first, bro.
Right, of course.
I've seen movies and stuff like that to where it's like that in Cali, but the gangs were first, and it wasn't even a representation of. It wasn't even a representation of Blood and Crip early on. It was just a representation of more neighborhoods.
Right.
So some of the neighborhoods adopted colors. You know what I mean? Chula Vista adopted blue.
Okay.
And then their enemies, Suicide Vadios, they adopted red.
Right.
And Southside had CCB, they adopted red, and then you had other gangs that, like AOS, for example, they adopted green.
Right.
So later on that, the colors came later, even after the gangs, but then that stemmed into later on, like I would say 95, 94, 95, 96 was when the graffiti started with the hip-hop scene in the city. And
now
that was the crews. And the crews then, they didn't really beef real hard. Like, they may have fought and shit like that, but it wasn't like no one was getting killed or anything.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Merc Rock. He was one of the founders of Hellraisers back then, which is in the 90s, and they were a real big representation of the graffiti scene out here, along with ATR, and KOD.
Right.
Was ESB in
R4A.
too?
Yeah, ESB. Are you talking about BZ and?
I think so.
They ran with them.
There was a couple of them was in Crestmont and shit like that.
I could be wrong, bro. I think that's SSB. I could be wrong. My bad.
When I first moved out to Corpus, like I didn't even know, honestly, but I was kicking it with the KOD niggas. So shout out to my KOD niggas.
Yes,
man.
you know what I'm talking
You know
about.
what I'm saying? So
ATR KOD, it was going at it.
For
You
real,
know.
for real.
Shout out to Umpavelli.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that boy Coop. You know, shout out to Coop. Magic 357. Who else was out there?
That boy Hype. My boy Keys. You know what I'm saying?
They like the younger generation.
Yeah.
This is them like the younger
King too. I remember that boy King was getting up. Anyways, there's a lot of shit going on in the graph shit. I participated in that shit too for a little while under the name Skama.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fire.
I used to draw. I used to draw loud. I used to write loud for a little while, but then it was like, damn, I got everybody. I rap. They know me as loud, so I'm gonna have a different, alias. So I switched up the style and I started writing it differently for a little while. I've actually tried to participate in every aspect of hip hop. I tried. You know what I mean? I've tried the tables. I try to make beats.
Right.
You know, I didn't really try to b-boy, but I hung with some dudes that tried to b-boy. You know what I mean? And, I felt the vibe. I kicked it around. You know what I mean? I kicked it at the parties and shit. I never
I was out there
got in there, but I was,
I was out there at Knott's Berry Farm with my best friend.
I've been in Knott's Berry Farm.
I was out there at Knott's Berry Farm every motherfucking weekend.
What is that, Anaheim or
it's
some shit like
that?
that?
It is Anaheim. It is Anaheim. And I would be right there in the Fiesta floor in the middle of that bitch, pop locking my motherfucking ass off, battling motherfucking crews, bro. No bullshit. Murdering niggas, man.
That's crazy.
So when did you start smoking bud, man? Like what when did Mary Jane call your name?
Oh shit.
Dog?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In my eyes, I started a little bit late, dog. I started like when I was like 14.
That's fire.
Yeah, I started like 14.
That's normal for a regular nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like you talk to all the other homies, they're like, man, I've been smoking since 11. But on the cool, I started like at 14. I can't really remember my first time, so to speak. I think I had a couple of first attempts. You know what I mean? But it would be like some dumb shit like, the homie that rolled, it had a tear in it, and I didn't really get it hit. You know what I mean? And shit like that. Like,
that shit ain't hit.
but shout out to my homeboy Sky High, man. Me and my homeboy Sky High, bro, we've been fucking smoking since. But he was the first homie I smoked with, and I still smoke with him to this day, bro.
Yeah.
Me and my boy sit to have some coffee and smoke some joints. But he was the first homie I smoked with because he could roll. I couldn't roll. And early on, he went to a different school than me. And he had a dude at his school that was selling joints rolled up.
Already.
I only had access to the sweet lady, but I had to go through my other homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I couldn't always get there unless my homie was chilling. So he would be like, "Yo," he went to school with the dude. He'd be like, "Hey, I hit homie up. I got the 3 for $7 or some shit like that." You know what I mean? So he would come. We'd link up on Fridays and we would literally practice smoking, you know what I mean? And practice rolling in my grandma's fucking little laundry room cuartito that she had. And yeah, that's what it started. But that was Big Reggie, you know what I mean? We were smoking Big Reggie. And the first time I started smoking Doty was like in the early 2000s, bro. Like I want to say like 01. Free
no shit.
Free my homeboy Jerry Cubelis, dog, because on the cool, he was the first one to introduce me to flavors, dog.
Come on.
Flavors, Cubelis, Dino's Cubelis. He was the first one to put me on flavors, dog, when it was like bubble gum, and there was only a couple of them, like White Widow, bubble gum, Afghan, and this fool had all of them, bro. And that shit was 25 a gram, big Christmas tree buzz, frosty as fuck. That was the first time I ever had dope.
Good old days.
I remember when I first started smoking dope, I hit a 6-foot bong of some fucking bubble gum at Cubelis' apartment, and I went Fucking threw up all in his restroom, bro. Had to clean that shit up, dog. I got so fucking stoned.
Bro, remember when bongs were like the big thing, bro?
That shit was 6
footers?
foot. I had to fucking stand on
dog.
a chair, dog.
Yeah, I remember them days, man. Them was the good old fucking
Yeah,
days,
but
dog.
shit, I remember that shit when fucking Gotti only had like 3 or 4 fucking flavors. That shit was 350 a zone. The good old days.
Yeah,
When you
more
get,
than that, nigga.
yeah.
400,
Hey, you remember? I don't know if you remember, but I know my real smokers in the city remember the days where there was that white widow in town and that Afghan, and you would get it from somebody from the bluff or someone that had access to someone from the bluff, from some old man, and it was like 150 a straight, 7 across, fucking 600 a zone. I remember. Man, when I would have paper, bro, I would go give me a 7 of that shit. Me and my homeboys would smoke big designer. We thought we were balling in the mix, bro.
That nigga was good.
Shit, that shit was fucking 25 a gram, dog.
Now growing up, did your parents ever catch you smoking or?
Oh hell yeah, my parents are squares, bro. That's what's crazy. My parents are square. My mom's like my dad's like the Mexican version of Furious Styles. My fucking homeboys would always say that. It was my fucking partners would always call my dad Furious.
Damn, they would like say that shit?
Yeah, because my daddy was always like the... Okay, not many of the homies have dads, for one, right?
Yeah,
So, I got a daddy, but then everybody be at my crib chilling because my dad worked a lot. He worked a lot, and he would just pop up. Boom. Be fucking 7 motherfuckers in his room, in his living room all blown. You know what I mean? Smelling like fucking a pound, and there'd be fucking drinks and sandwiches everywhere type shit. He would be getting on our ass. But he would always let the homies come over, and he would just be kicking shit to us, so they started calling him Furious. My daddy was fucking always on our ass about shit, but he was, he's cool. But
You talk to y'all like about the future, y'all's futures and shit like that type shit too?
yeah, well, really, because my dad's hardcore with the work ethic, bro.
Yeah,
like, that's where I get it from,
already,
bro.
already.
But my daddy's like, don't you even open your mouth for shit if you ain't willing to work for it. Like, bro, I've been working since I was 12.
Come on.
Yeah, bro, I started working at the summer after my 7th grade. I went to work all summer outside doing electrical work for every summer, you know what I mean? Till I got my own job when I was 16.
Right.
And that's how I got my work ethic. But that fool's he's a square, bro. He don't even drink or nothing like that. I think I've had one beer. I've had one beer and like one shot with my old man my whole life. You know what I mean? My mom, she's a square too, dog. She's a real strong.
So what did they say when they caught you smoking? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, they got on my pops is my pops is caught bud. My pops is caught caught me with guns. He's fucking caught me. He found my fucking trap pack. You know what I mean? Yes, dog. This is
What middle school did you go to?
I went to 3 different middle schools. I went to fucking this middle school called Bishop Garriga in Saratoga in 6th grade.
Okay.
And then I went to IWA in 7th grade, and then I got moved out to Cal Island in 8th grade, and then I went to King all high school. Until and then I got kicked out of King my senior year for truancy, so I went to alternative for like another year. I graduated like a semester later than I was supposed
Alternative high school?
to. Yeah, remember when it was on airline?
Where Lowe's is now?
Yeah, where Lowe's is now. That's why I went to high school over there.
Hell yeah, I was telling y'all the podcast back in the day where Lowe's is.
Yeah.
Now there used to be a high school there, bro.
Yeah, there used to be a Hunan on the corner,
Yeah.
and then the high school.
That's what I'm
It was an
saying.
old.
It's a nice place right there on the corner.
It was an old elementary. It was an old elementary. I went to high school there, and as a matter of fact, what was so funny is my daddy almost beat the fucking dude up there that was like the administrator there or some shit. That fool put his hands on me, dog. He fucking literally grabbed my shirt, called me like a little punk or some shit. I don't remember what it was.
Shit.
Yeah, so I went. I told my old man, I said, man, this motherfucker put his hands on me. And my fucking daddy went up there and told that old man some shit, bro. That old man went and fucking apologized to me the next day, bro. I don't know what my crazy ass daddy told that motherfucker, but he threatened that old man. He was a big dude too. He was a big old dude too. I remember that, but I knew he wasn't about that shit. He was just all talk. But that's crazy. Yeah, but I went over there, and that's really where my smoking shit took off. You know, I went over there with Hector D. Arredondo.
Already.
Yeah, me and Hector went there senior year. A couple other people from Carroll. I can't remember who. Because you went to Carroll, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, a couple people.
Also first day in Carroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm high as shit already. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
But yeah, that's the shit. We would tore it up over there at Alternative, man. That shit was fucking.
Yeah, that's for stuff. Hell yeah.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy,
So
dog.
what was the music that that made you say, you know what, I want to give this a shot, man. I want to try this out, like for the first
On the cool,
time.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was when we started hearing. I got into my DJ Skub era,
Right.
and we started hearing freestyles.
Right.
We were actually freestyling at the time because we were hearing songs like June 22nd and Lil Flip freestyles and shit like that. So we're hearing this shit, we're doing it, and then we start hearing like other people start doing it. So in all reality, the way it started was it was from like a battle essence type of point of view type of thing.
No shit.
Yeah,
So
because
was there a big battle culture here in Corpus at one time, or?
Man, now that I look back at it compared to now, yeah, bro. Because
Right.
at this particular time, we ain't using no social media, so
Right.
you just be hearing shit word of play. Hey, bro, I went to this fucking rave party and I seen this dude and his name was so and so, and they said he went to over here and that fool could rap. Yeah. Oh no shit. All right, well if you can get the word, tell that fool we're gonna have a party over here. Show up, boom, and then they would show up, bro.
Yeah.
So early on, guys like myself. Guys like EMAC, guys like Willie Nichols, guys like Outspoken from Public Zoo. You know, we heard about each other early on. There was a guy named Freeman from Carroll. We heard about each other early on, so we would literally, I know Indy would too, Outspoken. We would literally like go and try to find these people so we could like pop up on them and just start rapping right then and there.
Yeah, see what you got on the spot.
Yeah, straight up. You know, and this happened a lot, bro. Like I could name coming up. I know I could name. I battled Outspoken from Almighty Public Zoo. I battled him in someone's living room.
Come on,
with like 6 people there. I battled him in the middle of the street downtown. At a club. I battled. I remember I had a all-show freestyle when I first started rapping. A show, it was all freestyles. We just threw on beats, we freestyled, and then that turned into a battle with the homie Corleone and his people at, God, what was the name of that bar? It was like a boxing themed bar. This was back in the day, bro. And then
in the 90s?
No, this was just early 2000s when we first started, probably like 03, 02, something like that. I don't know when we first started. This is how we started getting into the music.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of freestyling, you know what I mean? And then that kind of turned into, you know, I guess it would be battle. It wasn't so like direct. The battles really weren't so direct.
Right.
They were just like, all right, fool, throwing a beat, I'm a freestyle.
Right.
If you threw a shot or two, you threw a shot or two. But
it's more skill based.
Yeah, it was more skill based. And then from there, bro, we just started making records, and we would do the fucking CD shit. I bought a CD burner, and it would just burn the same CD over and over, make 50 fucking copies of that hoe.
Right.
And then we would fucking just write on that hoe, put them in some slips, and we put a little info card in that hoe, and then we were just running around fucking selling CDs and fucking shirts. I redrew the Tony Montana TM, and I kind of made it sideways, and I made it look like you could add an E in there, so it was TEAM. You could kind of see it more, and I drew the logo, and I made some shirts, and so we started selling shirts and handing out mixtapes and shit. We probably gave away like 1,000, but we did that with like 2 or 3 times. We made like 3 mixtapes there with Gentleman G, what I was talking about earlier, and that's how I came into it, bro.
Gentleman G, dog.
Yep, Gentleman G's been around for a minute, dog, and we did a lot of mixtapes. We did 3 mixtapes with him, and then that was when I kind of just. Life kind of happened to all of us on the cool, man. Life just kind of happened to everybody at that particular time. It was kind of weird, but we all kind of went different ways. Gentleman G did his thing, and Cody Curse went and did his thing, and you know, me and my homies, we kind of started doing our own thing. I ended up going off with Gotti Gang and taking my venture off with them, and everybody else, you know, just started, you know, doing their thing elsewhere.
So tell the people how the whole entire Gotti gang situation came about and where that started and how you got your place in there.
That shit is like, I've told the story a few times. If y'all heard it before, you're gonna hear it again. But
Please, I haven't. Let me know.
what happened is, like I said, I just explained to you what happened prior. So after that, that's the precursor. So after that, I'm basically floating around. I'm recording at Mike Metropolis's spot downtown.
Right.
Elite One. Shout out to my man Elite One. Elite One has a show on 102.9, The Bomb at this time. It's a local show. And he basically, you know, has an open invite for locals to put their song on the radio for an hour or whatever.
Right. One artist or what? Or just multiple artists?
No, it's an open invite. It's an open invite. Whatever. Groups, artists, R&B. Like, it was just an open invite. Local music. So anyways, I'm record. I know Elite. His I've been knowing him. So I know him at this time. We have the same producer, which is Mike Fuentes at this time. Right. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna make a song specifically for this. And
that's what I was just gonna ask you. Did you have to get the music cleaned up or how?
Yeah. So I went to Mike and I'm like, look, Mike, I want to make a song specifically for this. And I actually have Mike Fuentes on that song. We took the sample from Marilyn Manson, and it was called CC Dreams, and it was to the melody of Marilyn Manson's Sweet Dreams. Right. It was like, come along, take a ride with me, whatever. And I just replaced the words, had the sample in the background, whatever. Right. I got LOB to sing on it. He's got a Nate Dogg type of bridge that he sung on it. It was badass. Anyways, long story short, put it out. I had New Green and I had New Willie separately. Right. So they have a song on there too, right? Their song that got introduced, it was called Gotti Gang. Or he says Gotti Gang in the very beginning.
Right.
So I think like the guy said, Abel said Gotti Gang or whatever, but it wasn't official yet, basically. So they put that song out.
That was like the spark.
Yeah, that was their spark.
Right.
They were gonna work on a mixtape. And that was gonna be the first song of the mixtape. And the song was called Gotti Gang, some shit like that. So anyways, what had happened was I liked that song so much. I went and I told Green, because at this time, me and Green had already known each other. Like I said, I knew them separately. Right. Me and Green had already been knowing each other, running around in the streets. You know what I mean? We would bump into each other because we had a mutual friends. Right. So I actually did a verse for Green when he was still in high school on behalf of one of the friends. Right. He was like, hey, I got a little homie, you know what I mean? Right. I did the verse, not knowing later on in life I was going to bump into him. Right. And he's, remember that verse you did? That was for me. What's up, dog? He's cool as fuck, you know what I mean? So we're homies. Small world and shit. So anyways, fast forward, I do this, I hear the song and I'm like, man, I like this song. So I tell Green, hey, put a bug in fucking Willie's ear. Like, I'm out here flying solo. Like, what's up? Like, let's team up. Right. You know what I mean? They were kind of in the middle of a hiatus from Rock Bottom G's. Both of them were in Rock Bottom G's. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Rock Bottom G's, but Dollar Bill and Dro Feed, when they were based in the Valley, they had a group that had a lot of Corpus artists in the group called Rock Bottom G's. Well, Willie and Green had just moved back to CC from the Valley, from participating in, the Rock Bottom G's movement. They were kind of out here just kind of doing their thing and stayed busy together. So I just jumped in the mix. That turned into Gotti Gang once QB, the problem, came into the situation and was like, what's up, y'all are rapping together? Right. Here's some beats. Right. The homie J-Cast at the time was like, yo, I got a studio at the crib. Come on. So we started recording with J-Cast, and that's how we pump out the first few MySpace singles for Gotti Gang. Yeah. And we distributed the sounds for stream on the MySpace music, and that was the only way we had it. You know what I mean? You had to be on MySpace music to hear that shit, or catch a CD in the street. You know what I mean? So that's how that shit started. And then that was like in 06, 07, or 08, around there, like that whole time period.
And then y'all started y'all started to go like perform locally.
Yeah, we did a lot of local stuff because at this time, at this time the scene's real heavy because it's word of mouth. There's not a lot of social media. Like there's just MySpace at this time.
Right.
And so it's a lot of word of mouth because you gotta get out there, bro. Yeah, that's the only way I could say it, bro. Is you gotta get out there. You can't cap. You gotta be big action. Right. So people gotta hear, yeah, bro. Did you fucking see Gotti Gang? They fucking pulled up fucking 20 deep in black and gold shirts, dog, and they bought out a whole VIP next to fucking so and so, and they did this and this and that, and Devin the Dude shouted them out, and bro, and they did this one song, and like you had to have that type of promotion, so people would come see you, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. Especially because the only fucking social media platform at the time was MySpace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta also realize too, in those days, a lot of people were too cool. You remember those days?
Right.
Cool.
No,
yeah.
100.
Fucking Facebook and fucking MySpace.
Right.
Yeah.
I was one of them niggas, dog.
Yeah,
I'm fucking already, and not a world on that motherfucker.
So at that particular time, getting on the radio was more of a bigger deal. Doing stuff like flyers was more of a bigger deal.
Right.
Doing things like crazy type of pop-ups was more of a bigger deal.
Already.
So you had to put more of an effort in, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You really had to put more. What was good for us was at that particular time, the radio station was real heavy and tuned with the streets, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Lil Rich and Elite One, because at that particular time, Lil Rich and Elite One, they had Club Hypnotic to themselves. And basically I don't want to say they had an endless supply of
talent,
art. I mean, mainstream artists to come, but they kept a fucking consistent flow of artists going through that bitch.
Right.
So at that particular time, the way they did it, they were just like, whoever's kind of hot, they would reach out to them.
That's tight.
And the radio was reaching out. Rich was reaching out to us personally at the time. And really what separated us from everybody else was just the way we made it look. Like I was kind of in charge of like the marketing part of that. You know what I mean? Like we would
the locations
and the way we would,
the way y'all's presentation.
Yeah, the marketing end of it and the presentation, like what we wore, what's what songs we did, how the fucking the mix was gonna be and shit like that. And it turned out that we would just put on good performances, but it was a different thing. Like I said, it was a different situation back then. The radio was just fucking with us, and that was a big help, bro. Because people, the whole rap community, the whole club community, the whole street community went to that club, bro.
Right.
You went to that club. You just went to that club, bro. And
that's what it was.
That's what it was. So to be on that stage was literally to be in front of everybody, bro. Right. So they kept throwing us bones, and that's really what helped us out a lot. They would throw us bones, and we would come with it. You know what I mean? So that's really what helped us out. Shout out to on retrospect. Shout out to Lil Rich for giving us those opportunities, bro. Because early on, performing like that, bro, I performed for fucking Pimp C, bro, when he came home. Like, when Pimp C came home, we opened up for Pimp C. That fucking picture where he's in the all-red suit, like, on stage and here in court, we performed, we opened up for him. You know what I mean?
Lil Rich?
That's right.
Lil Rich is Lil Richard, the
dude Lil Richard that used to be on the radio.
Yeah.
There's a King Rich also, too. But
there's King Richard. Okay. The King Rich we were talking about earlier, Richard De La Rosa. Okay. Then there's King Richard, the DJ. Of the Wood Boys. Yeah. And then Lil Rich is the Mexican Richard. He's the son of the dad that owned 102.9 at the time. Yeah, there you go. There you go. My bad. I lost his name, Jesse, but Jesse's son. Exactly.
Not Dragon, R.P. DJ Dragon. DJ DJ
Yeah.
Joe came through here and broke it down to us how they were always throwing the bones to the local artists and stuff.
DJ
like that.
Joe was part of it too. Yeah, DJ Joe was part of it too. They were always showing love. So I'm gonna jump out and say that early on because they always showed love. And Gotti Gang even had a little small little venture with 361 Records where I was gonna do, you know, a solo deal with 361 Records. So you were seeing us a lot with 361 Records, and they were throwing the bones to 361 Records too, and it was a good look. And so I think that's what worked out for us early on. And then I think when the transition came into this new, you know, style of rap, the digital era, just, you know, the auto-tune,
Right.
you know, we just didn't cross over into that, bro. Right, you know what I mean? It was like, you still fucking with us? Cool, this is what we do.
Right.
You know, but right now it's a lot of things are just the way they are, and, you know, life comes over and says, hey, homie, you need to take care of this right now. So that's what's basically happened to, you know, to the artists here in Gotti Gang, you know what I mean? And it's still fam, you know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, the music goes, we're at a hiatus right now, bro.
Do you think that since there's a resurgence that I would say in the bar category and in the rapping category, not saying that these youngsters don't have bars or whatever.
Yeah, I just feel like it's less appreciated by them, but yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Do you think that there's a chance that we could get some new Gotti in the near future?
Yeah. I had made a statement last year, man. I was at a point in my life last year where I was like, man, fuck this shit, bro. I just felt like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I was just like, I just wasn't resonating right with the people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get along with too many other, like, rappers, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let's get in there, let's do music. But aside from us artistically vibing, it's hard for me to get along with a lot of people because I just don't. I feel like, man, I don't got nothing in common with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my mind is over here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Some comments left of the Facebook page. I want to read some of these.
Okay.
AB Da Vinci wants you to talk about the DJ Bounce mixtape that y'all had. He said that was a classic. And AB also wants you to talk about Loud as Bomb Studios.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I think the DJ Bounce tape he's talking about. Okay, so what he's trying to say.
Was there more than one or what?
No, what he's trying to say was that was like a little spring. No, it was like a. I guess it was like a Austin. I don't want to say Austin, but DJ Bounce was from here, and he put a little compilation with a bunch of artists together. Some of them were from here. I guess some of them from Austin.
Right.
But.
And it was like a compilation type.
Yeah, it was a bunch of.
But from different cities, or was that what it was meant to be? Oh, that's fire.
And
that's fire as fuck,
so he showed some love, and we made the compilation. It was J-Cast did the hook. I was on it. Damn, I can't even remember the fucking song. AB's fucking memory's off like a goddamn elephant. I've done so many fucking songs, but anyways.
And he said it was a big deal, like to be on.
Yeah. So because at this particular time, like I said, there was limited social media.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of people extending outside of the city doing this and doing that. And DJ Bouncer was like one of the first DJs to be like, man, fuck Cobras, I'm gonna go over here to Austin and rock this hoe. Yeah. And he starts rocking it. You know what I mean? With Oscars doing the graphics at this time. For I think like Chameleonaire or some shit. Like people are talking about that. Like, damn, Oscar and Bouncer. So to get on that tape was like, you know what I mean? And I got on the tape. I was able to get on the tape. And I said some crazy ass shit. It was like a crazy ass verse. So
no shit.
Everyone was like, oh shit, who's this dude? And then so it started from there. But that was pre Gotti Gang. Like that was like entry.
How far? Like, and this is just this is just a question for me. Like, how far did the Gotti Gang's reach go or extend from Corpus?
Shit, you could thank Gotti Green for that. That was Gotti Green's job. My job was politics, helping with the marketing.
Come on.
Gotti Green was spreading the Gotti gospel across the motherfucking world, boy. So wherever Gotti Green was, you best believe he was spreading the Gotti gospel, dog. And I mean, we got brothers all over, bro. Real talk. We got brothers all over, bro. We got people in Cali. We got people in Houston. Shout out to the Wolf Pack. You know, Wolf Pack's our motherfucking brothers, bro. So
Would you say that y'all have people that y'all have never even met before also, too, that are probably possibly down with y'all, too, or fuck with y'all?
Of course.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy early on, you know what I mean? Because people understood. And I don't want to, like, make this type of comparison whatsoever, so don't get me wrong. But the way that people looked at the Griselda music, or the way that people looked at, like the Payroll Giovannis and the Detroit guys, like the way they look at them, like these dudes are like on some real street shit, like,
right.
But it's in their own fucking style. That's how they looked at us, like,
right. Grimy in their own right.
Yeah, it was like, what, dude? Y'all are on this grimy shit, and you're from Texas. Like,
yeah.
They would hear me, and they'd be like, bro, you sound like you're Puerto Rican. You sound like you're from the Bronx. You sound like you're this. You sound like you're that. I've had so many people tell me, like, hey, bro, why don't you stop rapping like that and rap like this, bro? Like, do this. And I'm like, I don't know, my G. That's just how I rap, dog. Like, I just open up, and that's what comes out.
Already.
Like, I literally have to go to the I still write. I'm old school, G.
Me too.
I gotta go to the tablet and be like, okay, I'm gonna write this song slow. This is gonna be a dumbed down song.
Yes.
So I write the dumbed down song.
Yes.
And I let people hear that, and they're like, man, that shit's tight, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, when I do a lot of watered down, like, loose and easy stuff on my behalf, that's like what people like the most. But for me, as an artist, like, I like doing the crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Sophisticated, like, I like writing puzzles, bro, where I challenge myself.
Like, I got an EP with with Magnus out right now. It's called Prelude to Destruction. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's
go check that
under
shit
Magnus.
out.
MAGNU5, the letter 5.
One more time for the slow people in the back.
MAGNU5.
Now one more time for the people that can't hear. You know, with the
Magnus with a 5. MAGNU5. Okay.
Right.
Prelude
no
to Destruction.
Excuses.
You want to speak on the Loudest Bomb Studio?
That one's full of fucking a bunch of bars for that ass. If y'all appreciate bars, but Loudest Bomb Studios was the studio I had in Oso Park from 2006.
And this was your shit?
Yeah, 2006 to 2011 for like 5 years.
No shit.
At this particular time, Gotti Gang's pumping hard. This is the bulk of the hype
Peak of this shit.
The peak of Gotti Gang.
Yeah.
So we're starting to put out videos now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, this is when videos first started. Like,
right.
first started putting out grainy ass videos, bro. Horrible. I think like 220p or some stupid shit, dog. I think I went back and found the first video we ever did, and that shit was like 280p. Like, it wouldn't.
Yeah. Damn near can't even see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, anyways, man.
Squares on that motherfucker.
At this particular time, Gotti Gang is going real hard. I'm recording everything.
Right.
I'm learning how to engineer on Digital Performer.
Right.
But at the same time, bro, at this particular time, bro, one of the best DJs in the city, I always say it, DJ Coop. Now, at this particular time, he's on fire, bro. Him and who else was doing the I can't really remember who else was doing the mixtape shit at this particular time. But anyways, long story short, Coop had his turntables there at my studio.
Right.
So what we were doing was we're trying to make some money.
Right, already.
So we were offering
real nigga shit.
We were offering like a play ass price to every fucking rap artist out there. Hey, dog, buy a fucking intro from Coop. He'll fucking customize your intro to your mixtape.
Right.
So we started selling those, and then we started doing he started doing home mixtapes for artists, and then it was like a lot of artists. You know what I mean? AB said that because AB got him one, AB mixtape, and then like a few other people got him some, and it was like a little, you know what I mean? A little hot little trend. Hey, fucking Coop, did you mixtape?
So those were considered almost like personal mixtapes.
Yeah, they put them out. You know what I mean? Like Merc had one. Who else had one? Kid Smooth had one.
So everybody had their own DJ Coop tape, but it was actually put out. It wasn't just something.
Yeah, it was like a DJ.
Right,
yeah, it was like a DJ drama tape. It was DJ Coop.
Right. I was just gonna say that.
But the way that Coop would do the mixtapes, bro, he would do an intro. And then through the mixtape, he would put like samples and shit, like pieces of movies or pieces of fucking music,
tailored specifically to that.
Yeah, it was like some random shit. You know what I mean? And he really personalized the fucking mixtape.
Like that shit, Rappy Ricky and all them, kind of like we're doing around that time shit.
That's fucking ill.
Yep.
Now, were you and were y'all performing and
yeah?
Where was y'all performing?
At this time, we were tearing it up at like Club Toxic.
That's
Excess.
The one that burnt down, Toxic?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Excess everywhere in fucking Corpus. We were going to fucking San Antonio, Reptiles. We were going to fucking all over San Antonio, all over Austin, fucking South by Southwest. We were going to the Valley. We were McAllen. You know what I mean? We were going all over the place. Yeah.
What was the wildest place that you?
Mississippi.
No shit.
We went to Jackson. We went to Jackson
Did y'all
State.
go on tour? Like even if it was like a tour that y'all put together yourselves, like and y'all just fucking.
Kingsville to Beeville.
I'm talking about like more like from.
Nah, I know what you mean. Nah,
we back like a circle. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't ever have the opportunity to jump on a tour like that. We were real picky about our performances, bro. Real picky.
Right.
So we were trying to take like the ones we felt would be more advantageous to us. You know what I mean?
Right,
so, anyways, at this particular time, but yeah, we went to Jackson, the Jackson State University Event Center or some shit like that.
Shit.
Don't quote me, but it's something like that.
Something along them lines.
Out there in Mississippi. We rode out there with my homeboy Mac Time. Homeboy Mac Time got us a show out there. That one was throw because there was no Mexicans over there at all, bro.
Yeah, already, of course.
And that was the first time I fucking went into a goddamn fucking convenience store. Everybody was looking at me like what the fuck? Who is this? You know, I'm in there with all my jewelry, all that shit. I pulled up in a Cadillac. They were like, who is this motherfucker here to fix the plumbing? Like,
this was funny. Were they receptive to what you was doing? When
bro,
you got
mad love. Bought every mixtape we had.
Come on, man.
Every T-shirt we gave some away, but mad love, bro.
That's
mad love.
Fucking it. So, like, what would you say was your like wildest and most memorable performance as a collective or solo? You know what I'm saying? Wildest, most.
I don't know why it just sticks out to me, dog. But I want to say 2 Chainz. When 2 Chainz came to Toxic, I think I saw someone on the show saying 2 Chainz, but the 2 Chainz one was fucking just hype, dog. And then
that's crazy.
And then
like hype how? Like
it was just energy, bro. There was like I don't know. The openers were all like I think it was Gotti Gang was one of them.
Right.
I could be wrong, but I want to say it was like a Young Rollers set too, and like maybe a Bloody Money set or
were all like heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters, bro. At that particular time, we were all doing our motherfucking thing, bro. At this particular time, no cap, and it was just a heavy hitting show, and then 2 Chainz set that shit off, but we did a lot of like new songs. We got a lot of good energy from the crowd. Like
right.
I would say that one, and then man, I don't know. There's just so many, bro. But
come on.
That one was a good one, and then I don't know. I like performing in Austin, bro. There was a couple of times in Austin, bro, where we just
it's just
early on, yeah, bro. Early on with me and my homies, that was like one of our first times there, bro. We were on a big ass stage with 4 fucking. Everybody had a mic, you know what I mean, and no feedback, bro. And the stage was big enough for us to walk on. Like I remember being so appreciative of that early shit, bro. There was probably 30 people there, and we felt like there was 500. You know what I mean? But we're like, man, we're in Austin. We're fucking, you know what I mean? Like, shit, we ain't in Corpus, bitch. Look at us. What's up? We smell good. We feel good. We look good. We sound good.
Smoking good.
Fuck yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're smoking because you can smoke over there.
Yeah.
I think that, bro, the small ones, the early ones, early on, like when I just wanted to rap, bro, when I was just a kid that I just wanted to
in
spit,
it for
bro.
the love of it.
Fuck yeah, fuck all this other shit,
that
bro.
Shit was
That's why I still do it, bro.
Best,
I don't give a, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about all this other. You know what I mean? I get mine in real life, my G. So I don't. You know what I mean?
I heard like
I do this shit for the art at this point.
One of the mottos that I live by, bro, is when it comes to this rap shit, dog, is really on some real shit, dog. Is if I like my songs and my friends like my songs, man, I'm fucking straight, bro. I'm happy, dog. I don't give a fuck if nobody else like my songs, bro. If my people like my songs and I like my songs, bro, I feel like my job is done, bro.
I have like a little bit of different approach. Like I'm not wasteful with like anything I do. Like everything I do, I put it out because I don't like to sit on stuff.
Oh, no,
I do it and redo it till I either kind of like it or I could feel like, okay, it's done.
Already. No.
But I gotta put everything out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do the same thing,
I don't like
but
sitting on stuff.
I feel like not everybody's gonna like. I feel like not everybody is receptive to sometimes what I got to say or how I'm saying it.
Yeah.
But I be like, if y'all feel it, if y'all feel what I'm saying, if y'all can hear what I'm saying, and hey, I'm good. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I came up. And that's why I love this motherfucking rap shit so much, because it's not the shit that I'm spitting may not be the shit that you like.
Yeah.
But it may be the shit that this nigga need to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
and
know
that's the shit I love about this shit.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing with me. I know I never been, or I shouldn't say never. I know I'm not a lot of people's cup of drink, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's cool with me though, because
that's how I feel.
I like being that type of individual. You know what I mean? The thing about it is, I just do music because I'm addicted to that shit on the cool. You know what I mean? At this point, like I've been doing it so long, it's kind of hard. It's like a mechanic. You know what I mean? It's
like,
gonna be like, I don't have a shop no more, but what's wrong with that? What's clicking? Let me get under there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just. Any big names come through Loud as Bombs?
Nah, not really, bro. Because it was at the crib. You know what I mean?
Did it ever become like the spot for like the locals? Like,
yeah, bro. I mean, we did a lot of shit there, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
We did a lot of shit there as a city, as a collective. This was the time when things were really hype in the city. This was like what I feel is going on right now. Reminds me of that type of energy that we had back then.
We trying to get it there, baby.
Yeah, when I speak about that energy, I'm talking about the first Gulf Wars, the second Gulf Wars, the first Unbeatable. We were having block parties at Produce. We was, you know what I mean? We were having a lot of mixture together. Public Zoo and Gotti Gang were like, you know what I mean? It was like the streets, the hardcore hip hop, and we were fucking with each other through Devious. You know what I mean? And then we have Loud as Bomb Studio popping off. Coop's there. He's fucking Devious is. We go to the club. Devious is at the club. What the fuck? Throw hip hop shit on. Throw some corporate shit on. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Coop's at the club. Coop's not at the club. Coop's not a club DJ. This fool's getting arrested for having 2 guns in the club trying to DJ. We're trying to, you know what I mean? We're trying to get him back in the crib. Like, it's some crazy shit, bro.
We're trying to bring that vibe and that feel back, man.
It was live at this particular time, dog. So that's when all of that was going on, the Loudest Bomb shit. But then smack dab in the middle of it, Devious died, bro. So it went,
yeah.
And after that was like, everything went, you know what I mean? Like, me and Coop, we fell out. You know, me and my baby mama fell out. Coop ended up with my baby mama.
Wow.
And then that's a whole different situation.
A whole fucking different situation.
You know what I mean? We're cool now and everything. But
it's crazy though.
So that created a lot of cracks, bro.
Of course.
There was a situation with Devious's death that created a lot of cracks.
Right.
My friendship with Coop falling out, that created a lot of cracks. You know, my relationship at the time, it created a lot of cracks. So there was all these cracks, bro. And the scene just, you know what I mean? Like the love just fell out of the ass, bro. And then I got locked up for a little while in 2013. And then in 2014, I came back and it was literally just Green. Like there wasn't really nobody else doing nothing. Green was just doing his thing out here. Yeah. And the videos had started real heavy and this is when Kevin Gates first came out and I get out and he's like, yo, we're doing a feature with Kevin Gates. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I just been gone for like, I wasn't even gone that long. You know what I mean? Like, we went from, you know, doing all right and things were hype and I don't really know what I'm going to do. I got to go sit down for a little while. And then I come out and Green's fucking doing this motherfucking thing, you know, at this particular time. And him and Vendetta are, you know, shooting a lot of shit. So at that time, we started riding Green's wave, you know, and then so Gotti Gang continued after that on Green's wave, and that's kind of how we flowed into the 2000 teens, you know what I mean? And here now that we've gotten a little later into the years, and we haven't put out any new work, but what I'm sitting on, dog, is a lot of unreleased tracks that I want to remaster. So I think I'm going to do that.
So you need to drop those ASAP.
Yes, dog. I fucking found a USB, and it has a lot of little jewels on there that I never released. Or songs that I did release that only came out on Dat Piff. Did you fuck with Dat Piff? You remember Dat Piff? Okay, so I don't know. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Dat Piff? Who remembers Dat Piff?
Hey, them boys too young to remember that. Hey, I would get the fucking illest mixtapes off that bitch. I would download them.
Where'd you find this,
bro? For free.
Yeah, 2 mixtapes on that.
Nigga, I was killing that.
Yeah, you had 2 mixtapes. Okay, so we had 3 mixtapes on that hoe. Okay, we had 3 no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. We had Bad Money 1, we had Bad Money 2, we had Goons and Goblins. I had Mouth of the City 4. We had like 5 of them. We had like 5 mixtapes on it, and some of those mixtapes had original songs. You know what I mean? A lot of them did, and there was a lot of original songs. Well, now Dat Piff is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, those songs aren't anywhere in circulation right now. So I need to remaster them, put them out along with this other shit that I found. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you need to
do that. Just to keep the, you know what I mean? Just to keep the fucking the ball rolling and just to keep the energy going with this Gotti Gang shit.
Yeah,
you know
we need some of that new shit, man.
But me and Green been talking. Don't get it twisted. Like me and Green, we talk about, you know, music all the time, and it's just life gets in the way, my G. You know what I mean? So,
nigga, we got kids, jobs, families, fucking.
I got 3 of my own and 3 step kids. I got 6 of them all together. So don't tell me about no kids,
bro. I got 5 daughters, bro.
Oh hell no.
One son.
I got 1 of my own and a stepdaughter. That's fucking enough, dog.
Bro, they be killing me on this toilet paper. I be trying to tell
y'all,
man.
Dog, shout out to the daughter daddies.
Tell y'all, man.
Your daughter will clog your toilet.
Man, on mamas they will. Hey, so who are just so you know what I'm saying, the people that don't know, name some of the people that you've opened up for throughout the years, dog.
I've had the honor of opening up a lot of people that I personally like. It may not be, you know, big to the other person, but
right.
Like I said, we've opened up for 2 Chainz, we've opened up for Pimp C, we've opened up for Scarface, we've opened up for Boosie,
crazy.
We've opened up for who else was that? Zero. We've done Zero. We've done Big Pokey. We've done Lil O. We've done.
Crazy.
I want to say. No, I don't want to say that. But I was gonna say I want to say Hawk, bro.
Green had that footage of Hawk. If I'm mistaken.
But that's what I was saying. I want to say we opened up for Hawk, bro, and I'm.
Right.
If we didn't, then damn, you know, strike me down. But I want to say we opened up for Hawk 2, 3-6 Mafia, I think. Bone. It wasn't. No, it was Busy Bone. I'm sorry, not. It was Busy Bone.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, a few people. Devin the Dude. Did I already say him? Devin the Dude. Man, I gave him some bud. Man. I gave Devin some fire, bro.
Shout out to Devin.
Yeah, he was like, man, shout out to Gotti. He said something. Yeah, he was all fucking lit. Shout out to the Gotti gang, man. You already know. On that issue where he said some shit like that. But I gave him a sack.
That's ill.
Silk the Shocker?
No. Oh, Silk the Shocker? I opened up. See, Silk the Shocker? I didn't know that. Lil Flip, man. Lil Flip's like a regular person to me. I don't know. I don't want to be a dick, but like,
Yeah.
Right. He's just so in tune with the people that he is the people.
yeah, Lil Flip just seems like you be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I never met the dude. You know what I mean? But he just seems like he's just cool, like
Just-
regular ass fool. Because that's because he comes to Corpus all the time. I know he comes to Corpus all the time. Like he's just like one of those
He's
fools.
just
Like
one of them people that just be chilling.
oh shit,
you know what I'm saying?
like that's how I kind of feel about fucking Zero. Like I feel like he comes to Corpus so much. Like if you saw Zero, you just like, oh shit, that's Zero. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like he's always in Corpus, dog. Like hitting licks. Well, he used to be. He used to hit a lot of licks in
Zero?
Corpus. Yeah, dog. He was always doing shows in Corpus. God damn, I performed for Zero like 5 times myself. Like,
Damn.
bro, a lot. Yeah,
Shit.
Zero was fucking. Yeah, I remember there was a couple times where like he'll come in like just with his people, just be like, kick everybody out of the fucking room, and man, we'd be there. Man, we ain't going nowhere, dog. We ain't fucking leaving, dog. You ain't kicking us out this fucking dressing room, dog. I don't give a fuck who you are.
No
Yeah,
shit.
like, yeah, there's a couple times like some shit, like bodyguard type shit. You know what I mean? Like Zero said you, but we're not gonna fucking leave, bro. You're gonna have to.
What was the rap scene like in high school for like?
In high school, I wasn't really in high school. I was just a regular ass fucking dude. You know what I mean? Smoking weed, fucking with my bitch. You know what I mean?
Shit.
I wasn't even anywhere even
Wasn't
into
even thinking
music.
about rhymes.
No, you know what I started doing though? That got me into it. What happened was I would get all blown. I would hear 3 6 Mafia beats, and it would make me want to fucking rap, bro. Like for some reason, like it would just. I felt like I could be like. I could say some Juicy J shit, you know what I mean? I could say some Project Pat shit.
That's how it always.
You know what I mean? Like I heard
love
Getty
this
Green,
shit.
and that shit was. What?
Yeah.
This shit is hard. I could do this though.
Yeah.
Smoking on us for sure. Smoking on us for sure.
Fucking on your sister.
So
Yeah.
that's really how it started, bro. And then I never had the balls to do it till I met my homies at King, Young Trills. My homie Joey. And all the boys on Shepherd Block, all the Young Trills, they were actually kicking freestyle sessions. I never seen that shit before, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? These niggas are doing everything I wanted to do. Like,
Right.
these fools are doing it.
Right.
And then one day, my homie had a fucking, like, mic with the shit hooked up in his fucking dad's room and was like, hey, come to my crib. And, or they're on Shepherd, and we go into his crib, and he fucking puts on a beat, and then all of a sudden, I'm dead ass in the middle of a freestyle session that's about to get recorded. And I'm like, what? This shit's
That's
live.
dope.
So we fucking smoked. We were fucking rapping and shit. The next week, this fool comes to school and he's like, hey, remember that shit? I put it on tape. So then, boom, the tape starts floating around school. And then fucking they make a copy of it. And then the tape starts floating around school. And that's really how
They got you.
I got the ball. Yeah, I caught the bug, I guess.
Yeah, the
after
bug
that,
got you.
Because at this particular time, Elite One was rapping. Elite One went to King, and he was already rapping. He was starting his like little internship and shit at the radio station, and he was already rapping. And we, like I said, we had the same producer, so I would hear about what he's doing.
Right.
You know, at this particular time, that he was like basically the only real artist that I knew, like personally, because I didn't know nobody. You know what I mean? I didn't know nobody that rapped.
Right.
I would hear about them. I would hear about Four Corner Hustlers. I would hear about Low Key Ballers. I would hear about,
That's crazy.
you know, Ice. I would hear about Flatline and shit. But
Right,
I didn't.
right.
I fucking didn't know. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even know the first thing to do to get a hold of these people or to get a hold of a studio. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got introduced to Mike Fuentes through one of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? And that was the only way I found a studio. So I had started, after that, after I caught the bug, I started going to Mike Fuentes when he lived at his mom's house and shit. He had a fucking home studio in his den. And but now Metropolis has been around for fucking 20 years downtown. So shout out to Mike Fuentes, Metropolis Recording Studio. Yeah, he put me down with my first sound. That was fucking before Gentleman G.
Damn, no shit.
Yeah, because that was my first like singles. Like I tried to record like a
So who
a demo, I guess you could say.
who would be like the official members of the team?
Oh, at that particular time, it was just a
Yeah.
bunch of the homies. None of them are still around now.
Nah, that's fucked up.
None of them are around now. But
That sucks, man.
my homeboy Yo, Young Yo, everybody knows my homeboy Yo. At that particular time, we were real tough. I had a homeboy named Middle Child. I had a homeboy named
That's dope.
what was the other dude's name? Javi Whispers.
Come on.
What was my other homeboy's name? Mikey MacGyver, MVP. He was a white boy. He was a a white boy. His last name is MacIver. He was an Irish dude.
Right.
And he could fucking rap, dog. It was crazy. So like, it was him. Who else? Homeboy Eddie. He went by Stress the Factor at that time. Homeboy D. Then the homeboy that actually introduced me to Mike Fuentes was over there rapping too. His name was Lyrical. So it was a bunch of us, bro. It was a bunch of us just running around, and then we were just really homies. We would just get drunk and rap, but then we started with like, let's go to the studio. So that's really how it all started. And then we started doing the shows under Team, and at that particular time, the shows were like more like we would go to college parties or like college bars,
Right.
and perform at the college bars like Q's. There used to be a bar fucking right here off Ennis Jocelyn and Ocean Drive, by the college, by the university. There used to be a bar there, a badass bar there. It was a college bar. And the Islander. We performed there a lot of times. We would perform downtown real heavy, and that's really how that shit started off. You know what I mean? They used to have a lot of fucking like events for rappers back then. You know what I mean? So like it was different. They would always have like I don't know. I can't explain it, but they would have like
I
little
get it
mixers.
100%.
It seemed to me like rap was all over town. Instead of like
Right.
like now, rap is basically just
Downtown.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, and you know
Right.
what? It was because we hadn't fucked that up yet with the violence. We hadn't fucked that up yet with the violence. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, yeah, because the violence was real heavy, like at only certain clubs, and then it was like there was a while where it was like every club was real violent, and it was like then they started making attachments to the rap crowd.
Man, you took the
So then they started with the dress codes, and it's like, oh, well, those rap people, they get all rowdy with that rap music. They want to start shooting up the parking lot.
They started associating rappers with the fucking violence.
Yeah, because it was like,
was
oh
a
my
rap.
God, like in the late '90s, it was like, oh my God, did you hear that one guy? He got shot at the bar. And then in the 2000s, it's like, damn, every weekend someone's getting shot at the bar type shit. You know what I mean? So they were just like trying to associate it with that, and that's kind of where we fucked it up. You know what I mean? Not us necessarily. I just mean like the community, the younger community as a whole. You know what I mean?
Was there any like and when I and peep the wordplay, was there any rap beefs that y'all had, but at the same time y'all still respected each other? There wasn't like
there was both, bro.
Really?
There was both. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. There was both, bro. Like one of them, I would say like with let's say with Public Zoo, for instance. That's how I started battling. They were rappers. I was a rapper.
Right.
We started going at each other in the street, literally, and it got fucking like
fisticuffs.
it got to a situation where like. We started, I don't know, I think I fucking started crossing their shit out. You know what I mean?
Already.
While we were bumping into each other, we're rapping. And then some shit happened, and Indy got into a fight with one of my homeboys.
Right.
And we recorded it. You know what I mean? And it was like it was a pretty good fight. You know what I mean?
Right,
but
right.
Indy took the L on the chin on that one. Come on. So then after that, we respected him.
Right.
So we fucked with them for a while after that.
That's
off
fine.
the strength of that, because we're like, all right, dude, you know what I mean? These fools, they ain't no suckers, bro.
Oh yeah.
They're about hip hop and let's keep it 1,000. So
Right.
we end up being cool with them. So that shit, and then there was other situations where it was like, yeah, bro, it was
It's on
like
site.
I ain't gonna lie, like everybody that knows me knows that there was a situation, rest in peace, I'm not gonna speak on it heavy at all, but with Flatline, me and Flatline, we didn't get along for a while. It wasn't luckily nothing
Came of it.
yeah, nothing ever came of it.
Just shots.
We was
Y'all were taking verbals.
Nah, it wasn't even like that, bro. It was really Flat was a real nigga, bro. So he
Already.
you know what I mean? He was a real one, bro. So we had got into a real situation at a club one time.
Oh shit.
That was just off of random corporate shit.
Come on.
Random corporate shit.
Right,
we were
right.
actually performing at a club.
Right.
And he was there with some homies. And I
Popping
had took my underage cousin, dog, to the club, and he wandered off and got jumped by somebody else and came stumbling back to me.
Come on, man.
At the club, and he was all fucking, man, I got jumped. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be here at this club. Well, anyways,
Yeah, youngster.
I'm
shit.
not paying attention. I don't know. I guess I'm not paying attention or whatever, but I guess I'm yelling loud near some of his people.
Right.
So I don't know what ends up transpiring like behind me,
Right.
but I end up getting like pushed from the back and fucking
No shit.
yeah, like pushed into a table type shit.
Oh, like big push, not like just bumps.
Yeah, no, like pushed. I'm like pushed from the
like
back. You know what I'm
shoved.
saying? Yeah, like, and I get a
Right.
fucking, like a glass like broke on me or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and like a big ass brawl breaks out. I don't know if it was like, I don't know. To this day, I still don't really know what was going on.
popped
Like,
it
I don't know
off.
if
Right,
there was
right.
some shit going on behind me or
Right.
what was going on. It was just a weird shit. You know what I mean? My kinfolk had just got jumped and like, it was just a weird situation. But coincidentally, we were performing that night and Flat and his people had showed up and they were watching us. You know what I mean? They were grooving. I remember it and everything. He was there showing, because he was cool with Willie Nichols and Green.
Right.
And at this particular time, there was a bunch of people at this club. It was like off of, I can't even remember the club because it's not even existing now. It's where next to where D'Antoni's used to be. But yeah, we got into a situation, dog, and it was just his people and my people. It was just some corporate shit.
Right.
But
yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? It's
feel
just like
it.
on
I
any
feel
random
that
night,
so
like,
much.
and
I feel that so much. Just a random night at the bar.
Yeah, just you know, what I mean, it kind of,
one of them corporate
yeah,
nights
bro.
at the bar, dog.
Any night it could happen in corporate, it rolled into the street. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, allegedly a pistol or two might got pulled. Nobody was shot. Nothing happened like that. It wasn't crazy. Just some corporate shit.
Right.
Well, that kind of just, you know, I left a bad taste in each other's mouths.
Everybody's mouth, right.
But we have to fuck with each other because we're at every show. You know what I mean?
Because y'all corpus.
It's corpus, bro.
It's
You know what I
360,
mean?
you know what I'm
So, like I said, Green and Willie were always cool with Flat.
That's dope.
And finally one day, I seen, and shit, actually, shout out to Mr. Playboy. This is Mr. Playboy's brand right here. Mr. Playboy was there shooting a video. I stayed at a condo downtown, bro.
Right.
And I looked out my window and I seen like some people downstairs, like, what the fuck? And I thought I saw Mr. Playboy. And at this particular time, I told the homie that was with me, hey, go down there and go see who's, down there. What the fuck? It looks like there's some rappers down there. So he went down there and comes back up and he's like, hey, Mr. Playboy's down there. Dapper Don's down there.
No shit.
Gold Toes is down there. Lil Rose down there. Flatline's down there.
No shit.
I'm like, oh shit, all right. Boom. I go get my shoes on. Boom. Lace my shoes up. And I'm like, this is my time. This is my opportunity. You know what I mean? So I go downtown. I go downstairs. I keep saying downtown. Go
Time to
downstairs.
shine.
They're in the middle of shooting the fucking scene. And I just kind of walk behind them and shit. I'm just chilling. And my homie, everybody knows my homie. That's with me. And so, like, he's like a mutual homie and shit. Then everybody, boom, they stop the scene and they come. And I knew at this particular time, I don't think I knew Dapper Don. I think that's the day Dapper Don met me. And then I think maybe Lil Ro too. I don't know. But I just basically was like, what's up, Flat? And he already knew, what was up.
Right.
So, like, he put his shit to the side. And basically, long story short, bro, we went to the street and we talked like men. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say what words were said and this and this and that, but
No need to.
we left there that day on an agreement
I understand it.
You know what I mean? No fish were thrown, no fucking bullets were shot.
Man, shit.
We talked for a little while, and that was the end of it. And then we just left it at that. So it was a good situation, you know what I mean, for both of us, for the city, you know what I mean. It's kind of something that needed to be done at that time. And you know what's kind of crazy is right after that, Merc Rock hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, I got this song. I'm gonna put Flat's verse on it." And I told him I wanted to put your verse on it. And Flat told me, "Yeah, it's cool, but like," and this is why, you know what I mean, Flat's a real nigga. He was like, "Hey, you can put the verse on it, but I'm not gonna shoot a video, dog, because I don't want to fake the funk." You know what I mean? He's like, "We squash our shit, but like, I ain't gonna act like we're all buddy."
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I gotta respect him. Rest in peace to Flat, man. Shout out to Buddy Money.
Big rest in peace to
Shout out
Flat,
to
man.
Jay Fedia and Chubbs
man.
and Zone. And
361 like icons.
they're
legends.
a motherfucking staple in this
Yes,
city. Y'all
bro,
need to
like,
respect that shit.
Yeah, man. For sure.
But we was out there doing our motherfucking thing. Bloody Money was right there, bro.
Yeah.
Right there doing everything. But yeah, rest in peace to Flat. But yeah, that was like one of the other situations, you know, that was like a little bit more than serious, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, dog, there's been ups and downs with a lot of different rap groups, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we just keep it 1,000, you know what I mean? We're the type of guys that's like, when we bump into you, you know, we'll see what's up.
Right.
And if they don't keep that same energy, we just keep it rolling, bro. We ain't gonna fucking kick a dead horse, bro. You know what I mean? But we have had situations with plenty of these rappers out here, but like I said, that was back then. That was a different situation. I mean, that was just a different time.
Do you think that like just little shots here and there is warranted for response?
Yeah. I mean, it's good for the culture.
100%.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's good for the culture, dog.
100%.
It's good for the culture.
If I hear some shit, I mean,
yeah, because back then, you know, we used to try to. I mean, I on the cool, I'm gonna take 100% responsibility for doing shit like this, and I'm gonna be real with you. That's one of the reasons that Flat had an issue with me, because one of the things that I tried to do was shoot slugs in some of my verses. You know, that would allegedly may or may not have been at certain people.
Right.
And if they went over your head, they went over your head.
Right.
But that nigga that fool let me know straight up, hey, I caught that shit. For real. And a couple other people that they didn't feel the best about it either.
Right.
But I used to do that shit, bro.
Yeah,
because at this particular time, I'm watching 50 Cent be a fucking animal. We've never seen nothing like this dude.
A menace.
And I'm like, you know what?
Bully.
A little shot here and there ain't gonna hurt nobody. You know what I mean? I gotta get up here somehow. Because like I'm saying, at this particular time, we only have mixtapes, bro. We're handing CDs out like goddamn.
Like candy.
We're out here with the D-boys, you know what I mean? I'm a D-boy at this time. I got a box full of CDs. I got a fucking box full of weed sacks.
And I gotta make this money.
You gotta buy something. Yeah, you gotta buy something.
I gotta at least make my money back.
This is during the days of what they call the pop trunk days. You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember.
You was a real hustler if you could survive the pop trunk days, bro. Sir. So this is during that time, dog. We gotta fucking.
Yes, I remember.
The motherfuckers from Houston were coming down here, posting up at Stripes, posting up at Baskin Robbins. They're fucking
niggas from Houston was coming out here trying to take
yeah.
spots.
How do you think I know who Agony Life is? How do you think I know who motherfucking?
The niggas from Houston would try to get you to buy. They would harass you to buy that shit just based upon we're from Houston.
Beltway 8. How do you think I know who Beltway 8 is? How do you think I know who?
Like we from Houston, you from Corpus, so you gotta buy this shit,
bro. Trill talk. Come on, man. Come on, boy. I got 10. I'm slug. That's a lack. Foes. Buy my tape. You in a van. Come on, dog.
Damn.
Yeah. Bro, that's a lanyard. This is a 36-inch piece and chain. Buy my tape. DJ Bub. Who? DJ, you don't know DJ Bub? That's Screw's cousin. Bro, they would hit us over the head with all types of shit.
And motherfuckers was going?
Bro, they were gone. They were gone with it.
Crazy.
You be in one of your homeboys' cars. What's that? Oh, it's some fucking CD I got for one of the fucking dudes. I saw him over here. Yeah, fucking. There was like 13 dudes and 2 candy slabs, so I bought 3 for 20. Bought the 3 for 20. I ain't lying, bro. It was crazy.
I'm glad them days is over. I'm glad.
Yeah, and I would hit DJ Joe up for the motherfucking instrumentals. Fucking 21 instrumentals. Go make a fucking karaoke mixtape real quick. Shout out to my homeboy.
Crazy.
My homeboy Middle Child. We used to make fucking karaoke mixtapes.
I remember them days too.
Yeah.
I remember just like we did the other day. I remember just calling up a whole bunch of homies to come to the crib. Like, hey man, like go to at school, gather up like 4 or 5 of my closest people. Say, man, we gonna come together. Bring a couple of blunts. I'm gonna bring a couple of blunts. We gonna come to my house. My mom's cool. We gonna go in my room. Hey, bro, I remember there was a particular time that my mom fucking came and knocked on my door in my room, bro, when she came home from work, bro. And we all in the room, being respectful, quiet, you know what I'm saying, peaceful, rapping in a nice, respectful tone. Nigga, 17 people in my motherfucking room, bro. We live in a 3-bedroom apartment in the slums, nigga. It's 17 of us in the motherfucking bedroom.
I believe it, dog.
3 blunts going around.
I believe it, bro. I believe it. My homeboy Weddle Mark. Shout out to Weddle Mark,
bro.
He had a fucking his dad had like a upstairs. Like we don't have we have attics here, but like we don't have walkable attics like you see in the movies.
Yes,
he had like one of those walkable attics that was all big as fuck. His dad was trying to make it into some shit.
It a bedroom.
Yeah, but never finished it. So we had like this area up there, which is like a bed and a fucking desk. Man, we used to go up there, fucking smoke, and be like 5 or 6 of us, and we make a little mixtape on that fucking karaoke machine. Yes, man. It was crazy, dog. Rilla from Gunplay, he was there because it was his uncle's house. So yeah, I think Kid Smooth be there a couple times too. Rest in peace, Kid Smooth. But yeah, this is back in the Gap on Treyway Lane. Shit, but that's how it started, bro. That's how we started doing our thing. That's what led us to go seek out studio time. Like, fuck this. There's got to be somebody over here with the fucking studio.
Somebody.
And that's how we met old boy I was telling you about, Buddha Berkowitz. And then we go in a circle. Then we go in a circle.
And then we back to square one.
Hell yeah.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. Skub Dose. This been another episode of Off the Kush podcast. Hey, man, I can't thank you enough, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
This has been one of my favorites for sure, dog. Hey, once again, Skub Dose, Off the Kush podcast, produced by Riding High. My boy LoudMoufa in the. Hey, y'all, I'm fucking high as eagle ass. I'm not gonna.
That's
lie
what we
to
came
you,
to do,
bro.
baby.
Hey,
you know what I'm talking about?
Y'all know what it is, and y'all know what it taint, man. Fuck with your boy. We here and we out. Yeah.